Hello everybody and welcome. On the last episode, our season began to falter somewhat. Have we managed to stem that? And have we got back to winning ways? Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 26 of Where Eagles Dare, as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games as usual for you, both away from home. First of all, it's the UEFA Champions League Phase Match Day 4 against Benfica of Portugal. And then we travel to the south coast to meet Bournemouth in Premier League Match Day 11. And, then it's a international break for a couple of weeks. So that fits in quite nicely with today's episode. But we lost 2-0 to Manchester City. 2 goals. I don't know why I did that. I only wanted to do that, and we're going to get that anyway. Haaland and Foden, the scorers on that occasion. And, of course, then we went had Bayern Munich come to visit. Francelino and Pulvic, the scorers in that one, a 2-0 loss. Again, didn't seem to be able to find a way. Then we played Coventry at the Coventry Building Society Arena. They played a flat back 3 and we matched them up pretty much and managed to hold on to that game, a 0-0 draw, bit of a bore draw. But then we did play Norwich, and it was a hat-trick for Mateta, Nketiah and Raksaki. The scorers on this one, Josh Sargent getting the consolation goal, or consolation as it turned out, for Norwich. We were 1 up after 4 minutes. Josh Sargent getting one back 10 minutes later, 1-1. But then Jean-Philippe Mateta set 2 after Nketiah made it 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. And then, of course, 5-1 with that Raksaki goal on 88 minutes, which means the Premier League looks like this. After 10 games, Tottenham have played 11. I'm not quite sure why they've played 11, and Bournemouth have as well. But we are top of the pile again by virtue of the fact that Manchester City lost one of their games. As we were drawing Coventry, they lost, and we did overtake them by a point, and we both won our last matches. In fact, the top 5 have won their last match. So it's very, very tight at the top. We're on 23. Manchester City 1 point behind us on 22. Liverpool, Tottenham. Liverpool. Try that again. Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham all on 21. And then there's a 5 point gap down to Chelsea in 6th place. But the top 5 could change very, very quickly dependent on results in the next round of games. So we do need to get a result against Bournemouth. Bournemouth currently in 8th place on 15 points. Right, today though, we focus on getting ourselves back together with regards to the Champions League. Because if we don't, we could be missing out, as you'll remember, having lost that last game against Bayern Munich. We've still got Real Madrid and Barcelona to come in this competition. Newcastle have won 3 straight. Real Madrid have won 3 straight. Nottingham Forest and Manchester City both won 3 straight. Bayer Leverkusen also. We have to play Barcelona, who are in 10th place at the moment. Benfica, today's opponents, in 13th. And then we've also got to play Real Madrid. We said we're in 2nd. So, yeah, still a bit of toughness to come in this competition. We need to get a result against Benfica today, and we are away if we are to have half a chance, because at the moment we're at the bottom end of the playoff position. So we do need to win, albeit it's still early days. Well, I say early days. We're halfway through the competition today and need to get a result. And this is the side that will face Benfica in this UEFA Champions League match day, league phase match day 4, halfway stage of the competition. And this is a team we have dropped. We have got a number of injuries. I should have mentioned that in the intro, really, but I haven't done so. We'll come to those in just a moment. Benitez is back in goal. Henderson was, I don't know, he just wasn't seeming to do it. Let's hope Benitez can do the business today. Angori, Guy, Lecroux and Munois are our defensive line. Doucouré and Wharton are in midfield. Doucouré is in because we do have an injury to Kamada. So he is missing from today's squad. We'll check on those in a moment. Nketiah, Uche and Sarr. Let's get the imposition. That's right. Nketiah, Uche and Sarr are attacking midfield. Mateta leads the attack up front. The bench looking like this. It's Henderson, Guy, Mitchell, Drugasin, Walker-Smith, Dashi, Lerma, Raksaki, Ubo, Dans, Yarami and Bireth. And if we quickly go down, Fraser Williams has got an injury. That's not Chris Richards, who we were trying to give a bit of game time to. He's picked up an injury, 3 to 7 days. Got a twisted knee. Kamada is on his way back. He's going to be out for about 3 days. Doesn't say what he's been injured with, but he is injured. And I think that is all the injuries we've got at the moment. So, couple of injuries to key players in our squad, which has not helped in our selection. Well, here we are in Portugal, facing Benfica of Lisbon, of course, and we are playing a 4-2-3-1, and they are in 13th. We are in 21st, and I think they're playing a 4-2-4 today, possibly. I don't know. I should have checked the formation. And we've got the new version of FM26. It said it wasn't going to rain as much, but we've got rain. Benfica playing in a red tops, white shorts. We're in our gold away colours. And it's Benfica that get us underway. Nketiah inside to Doucouré. Doucouré tries to thread that through to Uche, but gave it away. As they move the ball around nicely, but Nketiah getting a foot in. Wharton threads that through to Uche. Uche! Goalkeeper makes the save. Benitez with a goal kick. Benitez to Guy. Oh, Guy gives it away to Ivanovic. And we can do without silly mistakes like that. Is that going to pay us? Yes, it is. He's not been playing well of late, as Mark Gay. And that's another mistake which has cost us dearly. Benitez on the ground. And Pavlidis puts it away. And a free kick just outside our penalty area. Crossed in, and they've got a second. Otamendi, the scorer. And, well, I think we'll be playing in the Europa League before we're too much older. I think we only get in the Europa League if we lose out on the playoffs, don't we? Something like that. I need to check. If you know, leave me a note in the comments. 2-0. And half-time's arrived. And we're 2 goals down. We've had patches of that first half, but not enough. 48% of the possession, 4 shots, 2 on target. It's been like that for some time. They've had 6 shots, 5 of which have been on target, 0.80 against our 0.22. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Mateta gets us underway for the second half. No change at half time, albeit I did think about taking off Gay. And with 61 minutes on the clock, we are going to make a couple of changes, just not making any inroads here at all. Gay, as he's just getting worse. Gay is coming off. We're going to bring on Drogosin in that defensive line for him. And then basically up front, Nketiah hasn't done it out on that left side. Having said that, we are struggling with what happened. Jeremy Pino, I'm not picked up. He's not in the squad, is he? And I think he'd been out out for injury, which is one of the reasons why he's not been playing. Mateta's coming off. Then we're going to bring on Bireth. Jaden Dans can play out on that left side, so I'm just thinking Nketiah coming off, and we'll put Dans out there. Dans prefers to play as a if he's out on that side, inside winger. So we go for inside winger on that side, and I think for the moment, they are our changes. What impact that's going to make, I don't know, but we need to get a goal back if we are to give Benfica a bit of a run. They're all happy with that comment. We have a corner. Wharton with an outswinger. Swung in, headed away. Sarr is on the ball. Sarr round his man. Sarr crosses it in. Not on target. Wharton tidies up though. Doucouré. And first real attack we've seen. Angori. Wharton. And goalkeeper makes a save. I'm not sure who that was from, but it was pretty poor. I have a feeling it was either Wharton or Bireth. Trubin drops the ball. Otamendi is on the ball. And with 78 minutes on the clock, Marseille are beating Newcastle. Newcastle had a 100% record before tonight's game. And Guy is coming on for Manus, who's not had a good day out there. And Angore, who's picked up a yellow card, will be our 5th and final. I'm thinking, do we need to take him off? Because, yeah, we're going to take him off and bring on Mitchell. They are all our changes. Still go out and make an impact. We need to get a goal back if we can. Otamendi. Aranju. And Doucouré winning that ball in midfield. Doucouré to Uche. Uche to Sarr. Sarr has Guy outside him. Sarr crosses this ball in. And Bireth straight at the goalkeeper. Otamendi. Trubin from the ensuing goal kick. Palvidis, who set the Benfica on the road, and a third goal now would just about put an end to our Champions League this season. Good save by Benitez. And with 4 minutes added on, it's all over. We've lost 2-0, and the Champions League has pretty much done its business for us, and we're done. Trubin having a good day in goal. 49% of the possession, 14 shots we had, 7 of which were on target. 50% I usually reckon to be about the yardstick. We had best part of that second half, but we just didn't capitalise when we had the chances. We didn't take them, and that's been the story just recently. A 1.95 on the XG. Well, yeah, there's not much else you can say, is there? Well, we are bottom of the pile in as much as we still retain a playoff place, but only just. Um, yeah. Um, bearing in mind we've got Barcelona and Real Madrid, top two teams at the moment. We've got them to play. I think we're going to miss out basically. I think that's how it's going to fall out. I will go and check and find out what happens if we don't qualify for the playoffs. I'm not sure if we go straight into the Europa League or whether we don't get anything. I know there was a time when teams do it, but I'm not sure if it's the teams that go into the playoffs and lose that go through to the Europa League. I can't really remember. If you miss out on the playoffs, you're out altogether. Either way, we will find out in due course. But it's not been a good day at the office. We have 6 days, I think it is. No, 4 days down to the game against Bournemouth. Match day 11 in the Premier League. Needs to get back to winning ways. So it is a match day at Bournemouth, a trip to the Vitality Stadium for today's match. We played them 3 times before. The Carabao Cup last season, lost 3-2 at the Vitality Stadium. They beat us 3-2 at Selhurst Park in the Premier League, but we did manage back in May to get a result, 5-2 win against them at the Vitality Stadium. On that occasion, it was goals from Mateta, Kamada, Mateta, Nketiah and Sarr, Christie and Kluivert, the scorers for Bournemouth on that occasion. But we did pick up 3 points. We played slightly different formation. Did we? Oh, no, we didn't. So that's pretty much the formation that we play. So let's see if we can go and get a similar result, or just a win would be good today. Premier League match day 11. We need a win to make sure we stay top of the table. The side that we hope will do it is Benitez is in goal. It's Mitchell, Guy, Lacroix and Munois. Our defensive line, Mitchell coming in for Angori. Wharton and Doucouré just swap sides, but they stay in midfield. Kamada is back on the bench today, but isn't 100% fit. He may feature at some point. We have a attacking midfield of Sarr moving out to the left. Uche is staying on as that number 10. In fact, let's put him as a second striker, because I think he's better as a secondary striker. Saki is out on the right. What is his best position? That is the question, though. If he's on that right side, he's better as a wide forward, so he's okay out there as a wide forward. Mateta continues to lead the attack up front against my better nature, because I don't know, maybe we should start Bireth at some point or other. The bench looking like this then today. It's Henderson, Guy, Angori, Dragerson, Kamada, Esse, Lerma, Nketiah and Bireth. And here we are at the Vitality Stadium. One of those rare occasions we get to wear our third kit, which is rather good. And they're playing a 4-2-3-1, same as us. We are top on 23 points. Bournemouth, I think we're 8th. As the teams come out on the pitch. Can't see any rain at the moment. We're in that time of year when we get the yellow ball. And Semenyo getting the game underway for Bournemouth. He's not gone to Manchester City in this sphere. Doucouré, Uche goes out wide to Manus. Manus wins that ball. Gets it through to Raksaki. Raksaki to Doucouré. Tries to get it back to Raksaki, but it was a poor ball in the end. Cut out by Manus. Raksaki through to Uche. Uche puts it away. And it's 1-0 on 5 minutes. Something we couldn't do against Benfica, but why not? Manus picking up the loose ball. Raksaki siphoning it into the path of Uche, and Uche just loves those. Wharton with a corner. Raksaki apparently has got a twisted knee. Oh dear. Seem to be suffering, and another goal. This one's an own goal from Lite. See it again. Ball comes in from Wharton. It's a high one. It's deep. Mateta goes after it. Comes back. Pulls it back for Sarr. Sarr steadies himself. Puts it in for Mateta. Mateta trying to curl it. And I'm not sure whether he was trying to get it through to Uche. But Lete puts a leg out and beats his goalkeeper. 2-0. Sanchez is on the ball. Lete goes all the way back to Petrovic. Sanchez. Lete. Kluivert over the top. Semenya must have been offside, surely. Yeah, I think he was offside. Certainly looked as if he was offside. And it is disallowed. He was definitely offside. Looked it, and he was. When this ball is released. There he is. Ball's gone. He's well offside. But he did well put it away. And we enter the last few minutes of this first half. 3 added on at the end of the first half. And it's going to be 2-0 at half-time at the Vitality Stadium. 59% of the possession. 3 shots, just the 1 on target. It's been very, very tame game. They've had 1 shot, nothing on target. 0.25. We've dominated the game, apart from that little spell there. But it'd be quite nice to get a couple more goals just to make this extremely safe. Well, I'm not seeing any signal to say that Wharton was injured, but we have replaced him at half-time. Dolce Kamada comes on at half-time. Wharton is got, as you see, his thing. There's no, as I say, no indication to say that he's injured, but we have taken him off as a precaution because his little heart thingy was very, very low, his player condition. So that's the only change at half-time. Mateta gets us underway for the second half. They've made 3 changes at half-time. Mateta out to Manus. And with 66 minutes on the clock, we are going to look some more changes. Raksaki looks like he may be labouring a little bit now. We're going to bring on SA on that right side. Don't know whether SA's best as. Yeah, he can play as a wing forward, wide forward. So we'll do that. Raksaki off then. Mateta's not had a good day out there again. Do we bring Nketiah on or Bereth? I'm thinking Nketiah. And are they all our changes from Manus is tired? We'll bring on. In fact, no. What we're going to do is. I'm going to put Drogerson out there and give him some game time. They are our changes so far then. We can go out there and make an impact. And as we go past the 80-minute mark, no more highlights. We do have tired legs out there, though. Kamada has got very, very tired. Obviously coming back from injury. And he is struggling, but so is Doucouré. So Doucouré is going to be replaced by Lerma. And they are our 5 changes. Can't make any more. We have tired legs out there. So we're just going to have to see and see the game out. There's not a lot of time left, but I trust you to make a difference. Sarr on the ball, gives it away, and we're going to have to be careful because if they get a goal back here, we could be in trouble. But Sarr wins it back. Sarr Kamada. SA. Drogosin. Drogosin through to SA. SA cross it in. Nketiah puts it away. And, well, it's 3-0. Drogosin. SA. And it was well worked. They have a corner. We are in the final minute. In fact, we're just entering extra time. 3 minutes to play. Christie with the corner. Swung in. And a penalty. Call. They could be getting one back here. And it is a penalty. I'm not sure who pushed who. Uche was too aggressive, apparently, on Sanchez. And is it Semenyo going to take this one? No, it's Kluivert. And he saved it. Benitez has made the save. And a clean sheet could ensue. It's all over at the Vitality Stadium. We have won by 3-0. And, well, Benitez getting an 8.3 and deserved it. 62% of the possession. 11 shots, 5 on target. They had 7 shots, 3 on target. 1.28 on the XG. As you see, we pretty much controlled that game from start to finish. And, well, I think it keeps us on top of the table. Manchester City playing later. We'll have to wait and see whether we open a gap up or not. Well, with Manchester City and Arsenal playing on the Monday games, we're not going to get to find out whether we've increased our thingy at the top. That's the day's results. This is the table as we end the day. We're 4 points clear of Manchester City, but they still have to play. But they have to play Arsenal. So only one of those teams. A draw would be absolutely splendid, which means we would stay top of the table. We'll find out on the next episode whether we've managed to stay there or not, because we're going to play Everton. Are we going to come back for Everton? And no, we're not. We're going to play Everton offline. We're going to come back for Barcelona in the Champions League, and then Arsenal. A real tough episode, if ever there was one. And I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Where Eagles Dare as they are released. New episodes of Where Eagles Dare released every Monday and Thursday, fingers crossed, at 4:15. Best way of keeping up to date what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Hope to see you for the next episode, and thank you for watching. Until next time, have yourselves a great week. Bye-bye.